Well, hey, Fantastics. I am so excited to bring this video to you. It's kind of a surprise. We just hit our first 1,000 subscribers. Yay! Um, one lady and her dog was the 1,000th subscriber. I always thought I'd remember who my first subscriber was, but I do not remember. So I apologize to my first subscriber. I'm sure it was probably a family or friend, and it may not have been. It may be a now friend. So I just wanted to come out and kind of relive why I started this, what's going to change now with our channel. So, first of all, the reason I started this channel was to chronicle my journey across the United States, and for the grandkids or the great-grandkids that maybe I pass on and they didn't get a chance to know me, that they could look back on these videos and go, yeah, you're right, Grandma was a bit crazy. And then if I at some point can't travel and I'm older, I can look back at these videos and go, wow, you know, I really did have a great journey in my life, which I've been totally blessed in my journey. So I never planned on making money, hence the reason the photography's not the best. It's not real professional. It never will be. This is meant to be fun, hopefully for you guys and for me. If it does turn into a job, it won't be fun. Yeah, if I get monetized, there's a whole process to go through, and I'll explain that a little bit later. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd help me out financially, but it isn't anything that I'm working towards. That's not one of my goals. So that being said, that's the reason I started this. Now, what's going to change? Absolutely nothing. I'm still going to put out the videos. I'm going to ramble on and probably not make sense most of the time. I'm going to show you my travels, what I do with the van, messy or clean. And by the way, it's clean now. You know, hopefully you'll get a few laughs. I'll get a few laughs. I look back at some of these videos and I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have wore that. Or you really needed to back up from the camera. So I get a few laughs out of it, and hopefully you are getting a few laughs. Things that might change, I've thought about doing some lives. I've thought about it over the last 6 months. I'm not at that point, but I think it'd be kind of fun to be able to interact with each other on a live context. It won't be like an every Friday or an every Sunday. It'll be hit and miss. Mainly it's going to be depending on where I am, if I have Wi-Fi. And I don't have a computer. I don't plan on getting a computer. So it's going to be, can I do it on my iPad and my telephone? So that's going to take some research. So if I decide to do that, I'll let you know. No changes to the channel. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Now, I will say, it was 2 years ago today, no, 2 years ago this month, excuse me, that I started this channel. It started with my first van and showing it empty and the van build. So I'm hoping to, at the end of this video, add my first van or my second van build, just so you can see how things have changed. Or maybe you're new and you haven't found those links. So I'm going to really try to put that in towards the end. And if it isn't there, I apologize. It means I just couldn't figure it out. Okay, so I told you I'd tell you how YouTube works. So you've got to have 1,000 subscribers. You got to have 4,000 watch hours. which is a lot of hours. I was there for a long time. My watch hours have dropped, and that's okay. This isn't, like I said, something I'm planning on making money with. But once the watch hours hit 4,000 and I still have 1,000 subscribers, I apply for a monetization. If they accept my application, which I don't see why they wouldn't, I have no community strikes. They watch to make sure that you're not way out there or getting strikes against you. Once that's accepted, then the ads that are on places, the front of the video or in the middle, if you watch the whole video, that person's channel will receive a percentage. I'm not sure. You got to have like 1,000 views and you get like, I think 30 cents. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked at all that. So if I make $30 a month, I'm happy. If I make nothing a month, I'm happy. I don't plan on making $10,000, $20,000+ a year. Now, what am I going to do with the money if I get monetized and I make $30 to $100 a month? That will be extra for my van payment. The van payment is a struggle for me. It takes a big chunk of my Social Security check. So that is my plan. So I can make my van payment with or without being monetized. So that being said, I was going to do a big Halloween where I was a camp host, Port Harbor, East Harbor State Park in Ohio. Do 2 weekends of this amazing Halloween celebration. It starts on Friday, Saturday, for 2 weekends, excuse me. What they do, campers, I didn't know Halloween was this big in campgrounds. Campers decorate. They come in, some with almost like half a semi-load of stuff. The art and the creativity of these campers is just amazing. And they were beautiful pictures. And then the park, what they do, for about 3 weeks, there is a big handful of volunteers that put in probably 10 hours a week. There is a small handful that put in for 3 weeks, probably 10 hours a day. They have a haunted house. They have a haunted trail. They have hay rack rides up on a haunted hill. Everything is so cost effective. This year's prices, that doesn't mean it'll be next year's prices, was $2 for a hay rack ride per person under the age of 4, $2 for the haunted trail. Each event's $2. So a family of 6 can very easily spend less than $20 and have a very nice Halloween. And then they close the campground on Saturdays from 4 to 5. No vehicles, no bikes, nothing. Everybody's got to be on foot unless you're in a wagon, stroller, or a wheelchair, or a medical scooter. And the kids just trick or treat. There is scads and scads of kids. I went through probably 100 pieces in the first 15 minutes, and I'm like, okay, guys, I'm out. I was going to do this great big video on it because it was so much fun to be a part of that huge event. And it's all volunteers. It's a fundraiser. And then they do this huge, humongous fire on Saturday night to close it out. And that's all free. You can just gather around. The money that they raise goes right back into the park. They've done an aeration system for the pond. I think they built a shelter. They're talking about working with the state and getting Mom and Me swings and maybe a handicap swing. That isn't guaranteed. That's just what they're talking now. So if you want to be a volunteer or you want to be a part of the Halloween celebration, contact East Harbor State Park in Ohio, or you can make your reservations 6 months in advance. I'm not going to go into any other details. Things can change between now and next year, but it will be the first full weekend and second weekend of October, or like this year, part of the weekend fell. So it's the first 2 full weekends in October. Okay. Now, why am I not doing that video? Because I was trying to make room on my storage SD card, and I permanently deleted 9,000 photos, and I can't get them back. So that video, there will not be a Halloween video. So this is this week's video. Ooh, I had to go put my jacket on. I'm sitting in this shade. That sun moved really fast and it got chilly. Okay, so I don't really know what else to talk about. I'm back out on the road. I am loving it. So excited. East Harbor was great. I was able to put some money back. So I'm going to gypsy around for a little bit, and then I'll head up back to Iowa from Thanksgiving to Christmas and freeze. But it'll be great to spend time with my kids and grandkids. Next week I'm going to be down in Tennessee with my daughter, her kids, and my great-grandkids. So there'll be a few travel pictures in between. But this journey has been fantastic. I have got the best subscribers of anybody. You guys are polite, you're fun, you're responsive. I am very excited that I have been so blessed to have you as a part of my journey. And I can't thank my family and my friends enough. My husband, first of all, even though I'm a widow, his Social Security check is what is supplying this journey of mine. Without that, I would have not been able to do it. I would have still been working for another 2 years and 6 months. So that is really amazing that he's still taking care of me. My kids, they have just been so supportive. I know they worry about mom, but you know, they said, well, you do it anyhow, even when we told you no. But most of them have just been, Mom, you've always told us to go for our dream. You've always supported us. You've always said, you've done a great job. Now it's your turn. And I love it when they call and they text and they still share the days with me. To my kids-in-laws, you know, I know your spouses have been worried about mom and maybe taking a little focus off of you, especially in the beginning. But you always welcome me with open arms when I come back and open up your homes to me. We're just blessed to have you as a part of our family. To my grandkids and great-grandkids, all 17 of you, you are amazing people. I love it when you call me, text me, video chat me. I'm glad I'm still a big part of your life, and I hope I always will be. I appreciate that you guys worry and think Grandma's a little bit on the crazy side, and that's good, because I wouldn't want to be normal. If normal means not living like I do, then I love being crazy. To my friends, you guys are amazing too. You keep track of me. You send me texts about the weather. My family does that. I have just been truly blessed in my life, having you all in my life. My siblings, my cousins, everybody's been really worried about me, but they're so excited for me. And actually, it's been 22 months I've been on the road, and it don't seem like it. It feels like I just started yesterday. I got so much left to explore, and so many more adventures to touch on in my life. I couldn't have asked for a better life. So whether you're the first subscriber or the 1,000th subscriber or the 5,000th subscriber, thank you for joining me on this journey. Don't forget, your journey is important too. Go out and achieve your goals, your journey, whatever that may be in life. And someday we may meet on the road. I really hope we do. You just won't know me by looks. I might have blonde, I might have bald, I might have a ball cap, but you'll notice the silver van. In the meantime, explore, travel safe, stay fantastic. See you next week.